Dudes and dudettes, I am doing a little video on my old beast. A little ding in the fretboard there. Electric guitar that I got when I was 14. I paid for part of it. I think my father paid the rest. I think I paid like $200. He paid like the extra 60 plus tax. I don't know. I forget. I had a job. I was saving money for an electric guitar. It used to have, like white humbucker, open, no covers. And I forget what those are called. What are they? Super 70s or somebody tell me what the Ibanez pickups were from the 70s and 80s. Got a decent Tune-o-matic bridge. Ooh, it's all dirty. They have these cool tailpieces. I like these. When it originally came, it was different here. You can see here where there was a really bad job done covering up the holes where two switches were. I should have never done this, but I was young, and I put EMGs on my guitar. And it was probably like 21 when I did this, or 22. So this was early 90s that these pickups come from. It used to have those knobs with the rubber ring around the top that always got lost. They have them now on Art Stars or whatever those cheap semi-hollows are. Inexpensive semi-hollows. Yeah, so it used to have a coil split and an auto phase, they called it. Doesn't have that anymore. I wish I would have never done that. And I sold those pickups for like 25 bucks each at the time. She's pretty dinged up. Look, they have these really cool strap buttons. And when they come, they're actually more like this. But I always like them turned upside down. It seems like it would hold the strap better. That needs to be screwed in. But the problem is it was on this corner and that ripped out. Filled it with a dowel rod and some putty. I've bounced this thing off the ground a couple of times. Anyway, I'm going to try to find some strings and put on it. I don't think I have a whole set. That's the bummer. But I'm at least going to clean it up. It needs some attention. Besides, I need an EMG sound for something I'm working on. I'll be jamming out on the old Ibanez AR-30 from 1983. Boy, these frets are in terrible shape. If I look at them, they got little grooves all the way across the top. They're not that low though. Yeah, they're a little bit flattened out. I wish I had the tools to do fret level on this. Just checking these. Not making them tight, making sure they're not slipping around. These are old tuners. They probably, I don't know. Japan, Japanese guitar, who knows? Not all Japanese guitars were good. People are really making a big deal out of Japanese guitars. When I was a kid, it was cool if you had an Aria Pro 2, but you were always like, well, it's not really a Gibson. Even with this, I was like, I loved it, but I wanted a Les Paul. I thought that this was a Les Paul that I could make sound like a Fender too. I didn't know. Really, it was neither, and it couldn't be either. But it was a pretty good instrument. It plays really nice. It's pretty light. It's probably made out of basswood or some plywood or crap. I know. Someone's going to tell me a better way to do this. 1,500. That's all I need. I'm way up in the corner of the yard. Hope he doesn't find any bunnies. Good boy. Man, that fret's in awful shape. This definitely needs a level and crown. Yeah, right. Like I'm going to spend that money. Somebody teach me how. Send me some tools. Although, couldn't I just get a big stick, 2x4 or something? No, they're not straight. What can I get that's straight and cheap? I have a level. I don't know how straight it is. But couldn't I use that and put kind of sandpaper on it? No. Looks like I'm going to get a little lemon oil polish on my neck pickup. I don't claim to be an expert at this, so if you guys think I'm doing something non-beneficial to my guitar, I'm sorry. But keep it to yourself. I've been doing this same thing for a long time. Not on this guitar. Because I just quit playing this at some point. Well, I started playing Stratocasters. That's why. It's like, Stratocaster, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton, woo! Mark Knopfler. Ain't nothing like a Stratocaster. Or a Telecaster. Man, this is looking much better. I bet you I could put some heat on that little divot and pull it out, but what the hell's the point? I'm not going to put this guitar in a glass case. I'm going to play the shit out of it. Well, I'll play the piss out of it. Cleaned up my desk last night. That was awesome. It was a good excuse to stay down in my office and get something done. Like, hey, I was cleaning my desk. Gotta start with a fresh, clean desk. That's what I did. So, if you think it still looks dirty, then go jump in a lake. That's what I say. Go jump in a lake. Jump in the lake. That's beautiful. Well, it looks better. I like it. Alright, I'm going to polish up the body now. I'm just going to use the lemon oil. I think that's fine. Just want to get the dust and grime off of it. To get that Gibson guitar polish that they don't make anymore. That stuff was the best. I don't know why they quit making that. I guess it was just Carnauba. There are places I'll remember all my life. Some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, some remain. All these places had their moments, lovers and friends. Still can recall. Is it better? There's still some grime on there. Some are dead and some are living in my life. I love them all. I could probably sell this guitar for like $120. Who knows? Actually, these went up in value, but pretty sure they have to be in good shape and original. People want to see those Ibanez pickups that I sold like a fool. If I had known. If I had only known. Maybe someday I'll see some. I'm sure they're on reverb. Hey, that looks a lot better. You know, just a little spritzing up, sprucing up. Let's flip her back over. I'm gonna put some strings on. I don't know what strings I have. I don't have to go to the store probably. But hey, whatevs. Ooh, this. What are we gonna do? Spray the shit out of it with some. Don't ox it. It's not deox it. Just this stuff. Put the old Ronsnol in there. And then the toothbrush. Don't brush your teeth with this one. It's had some weird solvents on it. Okay. I'll take this stuff again. How's it looking now? There it is. Oh, way better. Yeah, man.
Oh, well, I have this stuff here, might as well. I should take off the back and squirt it out too. Yeah, I took off the knobs, what the hell. Stupid yellow knobs. Down there.
See, what does it look like inside? And spray out the pots.
Stuff just walked away from me here.
Wrap this guy up again. That was nice. These pickups still sound pretty good. They're not really my thing, you know. They're hot. They sound hot. Last time I made wings, they were great. No, I'm not going to do Wing Wednesdays. I need a W guitar for that. Washburn Wing Wednesdays. Westone Wing Wednesdays. Alright, just ready to put some strings on. I hope I have some. See what I have. Hey folks, it's Rick. I just got done watching Brian Cote over at his channel, and yeah, everything's nice and clean in his studio. There's none of the crap laying around, hats hanging on mic stands, stack of hard drives, some crap here. What a joke this is. Anyway, sorry guys that I'm not as clean. Anyway, I got the strings on it, and I set up the intonation and the action a little bit. I didn't lube up this bit because I don't know. I couldn't find my loop for one thing. I think it sounds pretty good. What do you think, Fred? He likes it. Let's get a clean tone out of it. Hang on, I'm bringing up the Katana amp app. Oh, this is one that I just recently made. This is my ambient clean tone. It's beautiful. One other thing, Larry Overton had some questions. I'm going to answer some questions. Larry said, I see you got your lawn mowing rain chicken lime tacos hat again. great hat. Pleased to see and hear me using the Pathfinder 15. Yep, me too. Tone settings about where he usually has his, because we both have a brain. He asks, why get your tremolo from a pedal when your amp has it? I noticed both the speed and the depth were turned off on the amp. That's right, Larry. And the reason is because I like to tweak with things. And I hate it when my tremolo controls are all the way on the other side of the room on the amp, or 4 feet behind me with the amp. That's why this Katana thing is really bad for me, because I won't get up out of the chair for hours, because I've got my whole amp control right here on the screen. And so that's why I am still trying to plug into all my amps, because I love them all. Every time, it's not like I'm disappointed that I have any of these. Every time I plug into one, I'm like, oh, that's why I love this. Who asked about that? Judd Lofthouse asked about the Mini Super Beetle. I love it. It's just a neat little thing. It's right back here on my table. You can't see it because there's a bunch of crap in front of it. But it's right here. It's actually turned on. Hold on. Sounds beautiful. So yeah, I have that still too. And the Pathfinder. The only one that's in danger of going anywhere is the Deluxe Reverb, because I'm not sure I need it. I'm not sure I need any of them, but I mean, as far as what I have and what I don't have, I don't know. I have that Princeton. It's beautiful, and I just use that most of the time. And I have the AC-15, which is great. So this is a lot of reverb. This is the Jazz Chorus 120 sound. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Needs to be turned up a little. Fred's leaving. Fred's like, I am out of here. There we go. This is my typical bass sound that I use. Bass, not bass guitar, but bass level sound. I like it. It's got a little delay. Got a little drive, which sounds like more drive with this guitar. But I mean, you can get a good blues tone. This one's for EJ. And with that, peace to you all.